So good morning and welcome to another video. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Kouchibouguac National Park in New Brunswick. So it's approaching the 4-year mark since I started my landscape photography channel, and I think it's fair to say I am no Thomas Heaton. Don't get me wrong, I love landscape photography and I'll continue to take landscape images, but you may remember at the start of the year I said I was going to focus more on abstract images, diversify a little bit and try different aspects of photography, including ICM. And it's ICM that I've really taken to, and I've managed to capture some pretty cool looking images using the ICM technique. And I must say, it's very addictive. Even sitting in the backyard with the camera, I'm firing off a bunch of ICM images of flowers and stuff like that. And just the other day, Lisa and I went over to Prince Edward Island, and again it was ICM that dominated. And the one thing I have noticed is that since I started doing ICM videos, my channel has grown way faster than it was when I was doing regular photography. So you have seen me photographing Kouchibouguac before, and we're back here at Kelly's Beach. Really nice area. The beach down here, some sand dunes. It's a very calm morning but very overcast and quite humid. So I'm not sure what we're going to do today, but we'll go up here and see what we can capture. If you're hearing some wind noise, guys, I really do apologise. My wireless microphone decided to give up over the weekend. I've actually got 2 videos on the go and didn't get them finished because of the microphone. So I'm using the built-in microphone today and we'll see how that pans out. So I do apologise if there's any noise. This is Kouchibouguac. Beautiful lagoon area here. As I say, sand dunes just up ahead. You've seen Lisa there. Last time over here I got some wildlife images. I got some herons and stuff just standing in the water just a few feet from us. We'll go a bit further up, guys, see what we can get. So guys, I fired off a couple of ICM images from the boardwalk where you saw me walking there. We came on to Kelly's Beach. Unfortunately, they got some of the beach roped off because of the nesting birds, the shorebirds and stuff that habitat on the beach. So they got probably half the beach closed off for that. So that's just too bad. Really, not much here to photograph. There's no waves as such behind me, so I can't really photograph too much there. Lisa's saying I should photograph her, but I think we'll pass. There is some sand dunes over here, which could possibly be interesting. There's an awful lot of driftwood and seaweed and stuff lying there, so it's kind of put me off a little bit. I will try a few here somewhere, ICM shots, and just see what happens. So I think probably what we're going to do, walk a little bit along the beach, see what we can capture, and then maybe drive further into the park to one of the other trails or locations in the park. It seems to be the most sensible thing to do. So I don't know if you can see behind me here, guys, just a tiny little bit of sand. It juts out a little bit further than the rest of the beach. We've got some dark cloud, and you've got the edge of the shoreline sort of curving around there. So I could try and get a couple of ICM shots there. That might work. It might be a bit unbalanced on the one side of the image, but I'm going to fire off a couple of shots here. I'm going to put the 4-stop filter on and see what I can capture here. So it's not as bad as I first thought. I have managed to. The dunes weren't so successful, but some images along the shoreline there turned out quite nice. You can see the sand here behind me. I'll just spin it around there. You can see the little bits of sand there. I was standing a bit further back, got a wider view of the sand there and the shoreline. Fired off a few those types of images, and they look not bad at all. We'll see how I end up processing them. When it comes to ICM processing, I haven't really found one particular style. I tend to go some very simple processing techniques, and some I go kind of over the top, to be honest, but it's all part of the learning process. But I really am finding ICM, one, very addictive, and two, very enjoyable. As I say, when it comes to landscape photography, my images are not the best. Not that that matters to me. I'll still enjoy taking landscape images, but as far as putting them in videos, it's not the type of thing you guys are going to want to see if I put up a substandard landscape image. So I've been focusing mostly on the ICM stuff, and I must say it's actually pretty enjoyable. You can look at a scene and you can imagine how you want it to look or how it could look with different ICM techniques, and the images are turning out pretty nice, and I am really enjoying it. Some of my images I think I'm actually going to get printed. That's how good they are. So we'll see how these turn out today. Again, I do apologise if there's any wind noise. I do not have the microphone. My microphone has packed up on me, so I do apologise. Anyway, I should catch up on Lisa. She's about 100 yards ahead of me there. I did actually capture an ICM with her in the picture. I'm not sure how that'll turn out. As you can see here, guys, the shore round takes a little bit of a jut out, and there's a little bit of water, a tidal stream, I guess, if you want to call it that. And the dunes are actually getting higher. We were going to turn back, but we noticed that the dunes there are quite a bit higher, maybe a bit more interesting. So I did fire off an image here. I had to put, it's getting brighter, so I have a 4-stop, a 10-stop, and a polarizer. So what I use for this, I was only using the 4-stop, so I stuck on the polarizer as well. Took an image of the stream here and the shoreline, and then see how it turns out. It's actually becoming more and more interesting the more we walk. I'm going to take another couple here. I might try and get Lisa in this one too. So it's getting quite a bit brighter now, guys, so ICM's probably a little bit out of the question with the polarizer and the 4-stop. We did get along to this highest part of the sand dune right there. This seems to be the highest part right now. I'm pretty sure this coastline was devastated last year, just about this time last year actually, by Hurricane Fiona, or post-tropical storm Fiona, when it came through the area. It looks like there's a lot of damage along the dunes. That part there seems still quite intact, but I'm sure part of it's been washed away. So I will try a couple of dune images, and then that'll do it from the beach, and we will head further into the park. So again, guys, I was just about to finish, and then I spotted another little tidal pool leading out into the water. Lisa's been an absolute clown here, dancing around in front of me, and I'm trying to photograph and video. You see, you see what I mean? So anyway, we fired off a couple of fired off a couple of ICM shots from here. You'll see the sort of traditional shot first, and then you'll see a bunch of ICM, the tidal pool leading along the shoreline with the dunes, and looks pretty good. So we'll see how they turn out. So guys, we are finished on the beach for now, and we're gonna just head over here to a little cafe, grab something to eat or an ice cream or something, and then head to another part of the park. Not sure what we're going to capture or where we're going in the park. You'll find out soon. So guys, we've left Kelly's Beach. We did check out a couple other walking trails, but I'm not even going to include them in the video. It was stinking hot, and the mosquitoes were horrendous. There's still going to be a few here, I'd imagine, but we're came to a little trail that's called Salt Marsh, and we're going to take a little walk there. It kind of looks over towards Kelly's Beach where we just came from, over the lagoon. So that's the trail start there. We're just going to head in there and see if we can't find another few images and finish off the video. Quite a nice little trail, a little bit wooded here, but it does open up, I believe. I was here once before, and we should get some views across that marsh, that lagoon. It's going to be mostly ICM images. In fact, it's going to be all ICM images today, guys. But like I said, ICM is becoming very addictive, and I seem to be developing a knack for actually seeing a scene within a scene. I can look at a scene and reimagine it, if you like, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Looks like there's a little viewpoint here, so we'll check this out. Oh, trail closed due to hazardous conditions. Well, that would explain why the parking lot was empty. Well guys, I think I'm just going to end the video with what we've got. Just not up to going looking for other images, so...
Oh, it's getting super hot.
It is getting very hot. So Kelly's Beach, guys, just to let you understand, would have been where you saw us walking this morning, would have been over on the other side of that grassy bank that you see. That's actually the back of the dunes. So that's where we were this morning, but there's nothing here to photograph really. It's a bit of a shame. So guys, there you have it. Didn't really pan out the way it was planned to end the video, but there's still going to be some nice images to look at in the gallery coming right up right now. So all that's left to say is don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers for now. See you in the next one.